There was an individual who threw a sandwich and was charged with a felony. The grand jury declined to indict. In fact, the grand juries in D.C. have repeatedly refused to validate charges in some of these cases. Especially noteworthy, given that this president refused to call in the National Guard for many hours when his supporters were violently attacking the Capitol, but yet his appointed representatives have issued felony charges or tried to charge people with felonies for throwing a sandwich at somebody.
And that's an important distinction. The reason they went after the person throwing the sandwich was because that was someone who expressed dissent. And in an authoritarian regime, you respond to dissent with overwhelming force. A man threw a sandwich and faced a federal grand jury. The weight and heft of the federal government came after a man who, in a moment of panic and anger, threw a sandwich. Authoritarianism amplifies the smallest behaviors of citizenship and turns them into crimes. That's important to understand, because if you can go to jail for a sandwich, then how dare you protest in the streets? How dare you take action against? How dare you sue? It's why they defunded public television. You defund public broadcasting because public broadcasting dared to tell the truth. And instead of just being angry and fighting in the court of public opinion, you strip public broadcasting of its ability to do its job. And so it's critically important that we actually look at these small moments and knit them together. And that's why the 10 steps are so important, because we need people to see not these as individual distinct moments, but as part of a pattern of behavior and a coordinated attempt to undermine the democracy of our country and make authoritarianism seem normal. That is not normal.